What is up, gamers? It is your boy, Reedeht, aka the host of Farm and TV, aka Brain Damage. I'm with a controversial figure, the Faux Emperor Deku, the leader of a small empire that you might not have heard of called Solaris. Anyway, just as a quick disclaimer, my face tracking is not working today, despite my best efforts where we have spent 40 minutes trying to fix it, which means I have no facial expressions. It might not even annoy you, but it annoys me. So Deku, let's open up with a very basic question here. Really, really simple. What's your opinion on Nico Sniper?
He deserves to be shoved into a pit, covered in Haji spikes, and burned alive.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, like the spikes from the Vietnam War, like the pits and the fucking tunnels? They'd cover it with leaves or something. He's walk into one of those, get covered in like shit and mud and piss and whatever, and then burned alive. That's my opinion of it. I fucking despise him. He shouldn't exist.
Okay. Anyway, next question. What's your opinion on Taser?
That's a complicated question. See, for one, I know he's just a bit deficient up there, so I can't really hate him per se, because he doesn't have the capability to understand anything else except stupid wave attacks and shitty tactics. He doesn't grasp the concept of warfare as a whole, so it's kind of hard to hate a disabled, you know?
Yeah, but you could argue that you don't have the concept of war at all.
I don't have the concept of fucking anything going on right now. I'm literally in a VR avatar set. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, you like
I literally get up, go to work, and sit in my room all day. I'm a fucking loser. I have absolutely nothing going on in my life. This is the one reprieve I get, this fucking game. And I'm not even good at it, so, yeah.
Damn. So when they say that you are, what would the word be, incompetent, inept, and cocky, would you say that's untrue? Because you've just described yourself as quite aware of your own limitations.
Oh, yeah. I'd say that's true, but also they severely underestimate me again and again. As you can see, a chunk of Florida is missing right there. And I think that's a bit of contrary
map over there. I was gonna bring you to the proper map after some basic questions.
Continue.
So, from my understanding, there might be a bit of an unstable relationship between you and Auntie Forgans. At least from the Caribbean perspective, they've repeatedly made remarks that you left him alone, abandoned him, and, what's the exact words? Oh yeah, threw him under a bus repeatedly. How's that relationship fostering?
Doesn't work like that. Me and him have previously agreed that he usually takes the most attacks. I try to prepare myself for assistance when I can. As you can see, Taser foolishly wants to attack when I claimed Overlord, Normandy, whatever the hell, Plymouth, or whatever that is on the British Isles. But it's just how the what the fuck am I looking at there? Anyway, my mouse is moving. Set it over here. Anyway. But yeah, it's just the way things have gone. We usually work together pretty well. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of synergy and stuff. You don't really have to fucking discuss everything before planning it out. We're not idiots. He usually wants to follow Storyteller. I can't fucking English it. God, kill me. Storyteller usually wants to follow it, so I let him. I try to assist him, and just hopefully we can win someday.
So, several months ago, 7 months ago now, actually, no, I think 8 months ago, you cut relations with the Caribbean after the death of a member called Princess. Auntie then moved into, at the time, 2 provinces, which was Puerto Rico in modern-day USA and a part of Haiti, which is currently called Troll, or I think they might have renamed it recently, but Troll. You then entered a war several months later against the Caribbean. Auntie took what he called Beryllium, it also was called Trollium. And during that war, you then had another ceasefire. Then you had Dominico, which it was at the time called Santo Domingo, Trollium, and Troll, all on Hispaniola, along with Eldoria. After that, all of those previous conflicts were initiated by you. The current prolonged conflict came from Nico Sniper, of which he has lost his capital. How would you say that's actually turning out for you to have a war declared on you and then still arguably be winning?
pretty good not to be the aggressor for once, but it's also slightly irritating that he got the first move off. I like to move first and then crush him. He's a little twat and he needs to be fucking ground into the ground like a bug. But seriously, being in a defensive war isn't really all that new. It's what I've been doing for most of my existence here in Tharmius or United Nations. I'm usually always the underdog, and getting attacked isn't anything special. It is what it is. It doesn't really change much of the strategy or outlook of the place. There's aren't going to be any sympathy points either because everybody hates me, as we know.
So there was a period where you had an interesting relationship with Taiwania. You threatened Finland with military actions. You were then told by Finland that you were offered a 1v1. You then proceeded to respond to Finland that you were eating pizza. Were you trolling,
Yes,
or are you serious?
Was I trolling or was I serious? That's the question, isn't it? I think at one point I may have been serious, you know, out of my mind deranged, but at that point I was literally trolling. I had just gotten off of work, like off of fucking like a CQ shift, change of quarters. I ordered Domino's and I was just chilling, dude. I wasn't trying to do fuck all. Like, I was chilling, relaxing, dude. I was eating my fucking pizza. I didn't even give a damn.
Were you threatened him before?
Oh yeah, that threat was probably serious, yeah. I don't know what I was cooking, but I was definitely cooking, so.
Why would you make a threat when you believe that you couldn't back up on it? Like, you couldn't enact on that threat? Or do you think you still have the capability to beat Finland?
I think I still have the capability. Not right now, though. Like, I'm in a fucking war of fucking Taser and NECA. I don't have the resources or the means to support a two-front war. But
so you're not looking to get third-partied?
I'm not trying to get third-partied. I don't want to get fucking third-partied. I'll probably start raging. No! 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 It's another team! No!
What do you think about, so when Unti moved as well, Taiwania, particularly Norway, took a section of Unti's land, which went from Denmark further down by one. You can see it behind you and behind me.
Yeah, I noticed that. I know exactly what province you're talking about. I can see it. How do I feel about that?
What do you think about that?
I have declined to comment on it so far, mainly because what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Like, I can be like, hey, I want that piece of land back. I don't even have the means to colonize it back or anything, so whatever. This is seals with the fucking, is that the Baltic Sea? From any fucking funny
it's called the Sea of Taiwania. Yeah.
Fuck you, Baltic Sea. Yeah, but it seals off any funny business, plus they colonized it before Taser or any his company could, so it's an all benefit. I don't see any reason why I should be objecting to that.
A few days ago, we saw a leak, which was when I did an update to the provinces command. We saw that on Nico's provinces, he had something called the Re base, the Re Forward Operating Base, or FOB.
Yes.
What is Solaris doing about that threat?
We are maintaining and positioning to counteract that. Re is one of us, and as such, he will be defended with the most capabilities that Solaris has.
I had a previous question that I also asked for Nil, so this doubles back to a previous interview that you could watch below. Wink. I can't wink. I absolutely hate that. So I asked him, with the islands that Re has inside the Asia area around Singapore, is there actually a plan in Solaris' head that if you need to go reinforce the area, or if, let's say, the Caribbean attacked it, is it actually a battle plan there, or is it just let him fall?
We have forces positioned there. We don't have a battle plan per se because it's such a secondary front, but we do have we do have like a counters of it. So if
Does that
Nico
mean
thinks
you talk to Concord
he's gonna
about
get
that?
some Concord? Fuck no. I do what I want.
So you just
I'm already enemy number one. Yes, I put forces there without them knowing because they don't need to know. So, and obviously I haven't been confronted about it. So obviously they either don't care or they don't know until they watch this interview. In which case, I really don't give a damn. I'm defending my empires and my self-interest. If they think they can try and take, just know this: they will fail.
Pretty confident for an island area you called a secondary front. I mean, granted, yes, you did retake the provinces which were colonized by Diablo, in Europe, but you still have Overlord there, and you only have occupation over an island in the Canaries, which was done by Taser, as well as 2 FOBs, essentially. But you've got one of the 3 FOBs in Europe. So, in the past, you made statements that if someone was to colonize in Europe, you would go to war. Given your track record, especially with Overlord, which is a Cladwellian province, along with an island in the Canaries that you currently do occupy, but these islands or territories have potentially been there for months, and you've been in active war with those countries that haven't been at war with you, like, for example, Concord. What actually deters them?
Well, unlike these losers, I actually have a fucking job to attend to, so I can't be on every single province immediately. Now, as you can see, I already occupy one of them, and I'm working on occupying the second. Actually, annexing the second Overlord. And then I hope to occupy the Canary Islands. And then, if any further incursions are happening, then take care of them. Force. Lethal force, actually.
Okay. What about third-party empires?
Probably I don't have the fucking means to get there. And I really don't.
So you're retracting your threat. Is that what you're saying? You're no longer upholding that threat.
Against whom?
So you said that if anyone colonizes in Europe, it'd be an act of war.
I get it. Yeah. I guess I retract that, especially since Gilb just colonized part of Prussia, but it's really whatever. As long as you're not actively at war with me, I really don't give a damn. As long as, like, respecting my top territory, like, you're not fucking, like, on my border or whatever. Or if you are, you at least ask me
what about when Nils colonized?
Nils is irrelevant. I don't, it's literally irrelevant. I don't fuck you with him. So, yeah.
And do you actually believe that Unti will kill Jeff?
Depends. It really remains to be seen. I do believe he has the capability to do it, but Worm is fickle, and maybe something could happen. Maybe Nico comes in last second with a bunch of forces and changes the tide of the battle. Maybe he's stopped by a sudden ceasefire, or maybe we reach a peace deal before. I don't know. I don't have that information readily available.
So you just said peace deal. You just said peace deal. Do you have terms in mind?
Yeah, a few. But we need to take objectives before we... Kind of terms?
Yeah, what kind of terms?
I think I'll leave that to my security council. If we do another interview, you can learn those terms.
That's not how this works. What kind of terms? Give me an idea.
Give you an idea.
Yeah, an idea.
Well, I guess I can say, for one, it would involve a lot of land transferring. Perhaps some sovereignty changes, and maybe just a little puppeting. Puppeting in the fact that I forcibly make them join slopes, and then I keep them under lock and key, as they deserve.
Okay. Well, I've had a basic conversation with him. Oh, I have the commonly used as an analysis map. I'm going to bring him over there and ask him some questions about his recent moves in the actual war. Because he's the first ever person I've had that I can actually ask about their actions in war. Because Nils, God bless him, is a pacifist, basically. So let's get into that. So, we're going to get into talking about your actual recent achievements in the war. So obviously, first of all, let's go on to negatives. This area here has been taken by Diablo, which Unti has lost. That's pretty bad, right?
That area has been a constant back and forth the opening days of one. I dare say Unti will take it in due time.
Okay. And what about this province here, and this province here, and this province here, which have also fallen, but those are only occupied. That's annexed.
Not really much to say about that. That area is sort of secondary to the main Cuban and the fucking Santo Domingo, or Dominico, and Florida right here, as you can.
Okay. And you have obviously took this province here. Tap, 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 tap. And this is a forward colonization, right? That's forward colonization.
Yes.
So you've got these recent gains here. And from my understanding, Unti has occupied this, right? as well, which is the actual
actually
capital.
fairly, yeah, that's the actual capital. I'm also making a move to annex that final, or rather, occupy that final taser push. If Raise is released as a feature, we may use that as a negotiating factor.
That
A
is some
bargaining chip, if you will.
fucked handwriting.
Oh my god, is that Russian?
It's like, so if I do A, I write it like Alif. So, just, also, you're gonna cut that out, by the way. We can't have me admitting I'm bad at handwriting. So, obviously, Unti's occupied this with 700k troops, but more realistically, I personally would expect him to come back to Santo Domingo here. Or is that not
Sees
in
more
your
value in
plans?
I suppose he sees more value in actually killing Taser does. I suppose he sees more value in killing Taser than he actually does. Who is it? Is Diablo? Yeah.
What about this island? Is there any defense here or no? Obviously, you wouldn't answer that, would you? You wouldn't answer
I wouldn't answer that. Not answer.
that. Okay. How about the fact that I think it's this province is falling? Jeff will take this by the end of today, so by the time this interview is up, this will be officially Jeff's land. Any ace up the sleeve, coming, say, a little Deku division sliding in on? Or no? Or is it just written off, it's gone?
If it was moving, I couldn't tell you.
This interview will take too long to come through. Remember, it'll take him about 4 hours to edit this.
How I'm going to... I can't confirm or deny that. Basically.
Oh my god, it's not being so dry. And obviously we have Unti pushing here. Pushing the capital, he has a claim, but he's supposed to. He has a storyteller objective to take all of this area. But why is he pushing that?
Maybe actually.
Unti's force is holding the Jeff region are at 0 now. The divisions are dead, apart from one that's very weak. Currently, Jeff is pushing to take back, but the division from Unti's at 0 troops.
So you obviously took this area, which is pretty impressive. This province, from my understanding, when I did some little looks at it, didn't even have a scout hut. Or is that he destroyed it?
No, he didn't have a scout hut there, and additionally, because I wasn't artillery striked when I moved into the province, I waited. There was no indication in battle log that he even knew I was fucking right there. Plus, that's like a level 3 or 4 province, so that's serious incompetence on the Caribbean's part.
That's 100k, right?
Yep.
With no scout hut, no artillery, and you just walked in.
Yes.
I mean, damn. Just damn. So, obviously, you're attacking Overlord here. Is there any defenses here? I actually don't know.
There is a bit of artillery. It's not enough to really do anything unless he stays up for 40 hours and just continually shells the division that's attacking it. But as you can see, I have way more land over here and way more potential population from which to attack with. So he's gonna lose that province sooner or later. It was a bad idea to even colonize it.
What about Unti's alt account this here?
What?
This is Unti's alt. He liked to hide on the map.
Wrong. It's it's right. Yeah, it's that chunk there. There you go.
As you can see, the analyst is a complete fucking nerd.
What the hell?
Anyway.
Dude, I didn't even know
that's
that.
Unti's alt. He's been there the entire time.
Yo.
No.
This is actually some Among Us level imposter shit. I didn't even know he was right there. I had zero indication he was fucking right there.
This is the capital city. Is that province there?
That's actually high level. That is fucking high level gameplay right there, dude. I have to give him props for that. That is actually fucking intelligent.
This alt account is just.
Dude, I thought that was the fucking bot. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, cool. I had looked this map thousands of times, and I never fucking saw it. It never occurred to me, like, hey, was the alt ever this big?
Thank you for watching the exclusive Deku interview, and as you could see, he wants a second interview, which I'll probably give him in I don't know, 27 days if he hasn't died, or until he hasn't died, either of the two, where he can probably gloat, or be there molding. Or maybe the Faux Emperor will continue to be a Faux Emperor and do nothing. Maybe his 1 week of activity will be over after this.
Perhaps. Maybe.
Anyway, OneKiss38 has betting on this. Do you believe the Deku will go from the first week? We give you 2-to-1 odds. Message me right now. Minimum bet of $2 billion.